En cuanto se solucione, yo estaré listo para volver.
He survives the cage, but his life outside it just detonated. Because this lawsuit doesn't just shake Ilia Topuria's career, it threatens to erase it, and the how and why are uglier than anyone expected. His own wife just pulled the pin on a legal grenade and claimed abuse, money demands, and proof so damning it could corner him with no escape. Ilia looks rattled, talking about family first and refusing to fight until this mess is fixed, which tells me this isn't noise, this is panic creeping in. And stay right here.
En el octógono priorizo en este momento el bienestar de mi familia, de mis hijos, el mío propio. Así que en cuanto solucione todo, ya volveré al octógono y a darle todo el espectáculo que todo el mundo se merece.
Analysts jumped on this like sharks smelling blood, and the MMA guru didn't hesitate to question everything about Georgina's accusations. He said flat out that even if the claims sound brutal, there is still zero hard proof on the table right now. That's when the money angle explodes, because people online are already screaming gold digger and the comments are getting savage.
Ilia Topuria facing allegations of domestic violence. Strong allegations. If true, disgusting. From Ilia Topuria, very disgusting. It seems a bit weird. Okay, we've had no evidence against him. It seems like Ilia's proving more, or attempting to prove more evidence of his innocence than there is evidence of the allegations. It's a very odd dynamic. We don't normally see it this way round. Okay? And he says he's being blackmailed, and he's got proof of it, and he's going to go to court with this, and that's why he released that statement the other day that I made a video about, but it was very vague.
Guru doubled down and demanded receipts, real proof, dates, details, anything solid, because without it, the public will never fully buy the abuse story. That puts Georgina in a brutal position where every word she says now is under a microscope. One wrong move and public opinion turns from sympathy to total rejection in seconds. And just when you think this can't get worse, demand payment from him.
Very interesting way to start this. Now, a lot of people are saying things like, she's the rich one. I don't think that she's like the female Bruce Wayne. I think she's just not poor, okay? She's obviously quite well off, but Ilia is, of course, now a multi-millionaire, probably making tens of millions. He probably made 10 million for his fight with Charles Oliveira, a bunch of sponsorship deals coming in. So it's not like she's the rich one, why would she need money? I think the dynamic may have changed, okay? Just slightly, with Ilia Topuria being a UFC world champion, 2-weight class world champion and all. But that's how the negotiations of the breakup began.
Carl Solon comes in trying to calm the fire, saying Ilia's life right now is pure chaos and social media is pouring gasoline on it. But then Chael drops the bomb that Ilia himself expected false accusations to come, and now they already have. That's not defense, that's fear speaking, and Chael sounded genuinely worried about Ilia's future in the sport, because once accusations...
She's the victim of abuse. True or not, could be very true. Could be very true. It's a weird order to go about things, but could be very true. Okay? And if it is, Ilia should be punished, of course. It's disgusting stuff. But she claimed to have evidence to her lawyer, I guess, that would put Ilia in a very difficult position. Where is that evidence? Maybe there'll be updates in the future. There most definitely should. We should get to see this evidence. If Ilia's going to be put through all of this, the evidence should be seen, not swept under the rug, and we don't even get to see if it's true or not, and this goes to trial. And
Chael Sonnen, another well-known expert, attempted to defuse the... Chael later said he feels sorry for Ilia and his family and framed this as a personal conflict spiraling out of control. He admitted he was shocked certain private subjects hadn't surfaced sooner, which tells you how deep this runs. Then he tried to shove the drama aside and refocus on Ilia's fighting career, but the damage was already done, because once real life invaded for being in this situation.
What am I missing? I get the severity, I get that we don't want to lighten up a personal topic, and when domestic violence is thrown in there, I get that we don't want to do that. I thought we dealt with this a couple of weeks ago. Is there about to be a legal charge? Is there about to be an investigation? Is there something new coming from this? And the answer was no. But it's got Ilia in a panic. So I start reading these articles. I start going through them all. I'm going, man, these headlines are very misleading. Let me get to the bottom of it.
Ariel Hilwani admitted Ilia has been dealing with massive personal problems and said he avoided touching any of the online rumors. He explained why Ilia would walk away from defending a title when his world is collapsing at home. Ariel stressed the pain hits hardest when family and kids are involved, and you could hear the weight in his voice. But this pause, and he said serious allegations could surface. Sonnen said that domestic-related claims were unfortunately not unexpected under these circumstances.
What do we do with the interim belt? I mean, I feel awful for Ilia Topuria, but not having heard any of this story, not having Ilia said that, or getting Daniel to explain it to me, or taking my time and going back and reading through the articles so that I come to you guys and I don't misspeak. Absent of any of that, I would have been able to tell you if it was in fact a personal story, if there was in fact something personally going on with that beautiful girl that pops up on camera as Ilia's headed to the ring.
As Lia's story burns, the featherweight division ignites with Alexander Volkanovski set to rematch Diego Lopes at UFC 325. Their first fight was fire, and this rematch promises violence mixed with chest-level adjustments. Lopes admitted the first fight nearly broke him mentally, with 5 a number of peculiar recent events.
We've made it this far. We've made it this many weeks into what we've known from Jump Street as a personal dispute with the two of you. We wish you and your family the best, but you're telling me we've made it this far and those words haven't come out yet? That's a surprise to me. I would have assumed that they had. And can we now set that as uncomfortable as that topic apparently is, and I don't love it much more, that can we just set that over here, because we have a different issue, which is the career and the fighting career of Ilia Topuria.
Lopes said surviving 5 rounds with Volkanovski changed everything about how he sees the fight game. He realized Volk adapts round by round like a machine, and this time he plans to adapt right back. He even admitted he chased the knockout too hard last time and forgot his game plan completely. That mistake might never happen again.
So that is heavy-duty stuff. Obviously, we knew that he was going through some personal issues, and there's rumors online, and I didn't want to partake in any of those. I had not heard any of this. I had not heard any of these allegations or rumors, innuendo, any of that. And so you can understand even more so why he would want to step away and not focus on fighting or defending his title, because obviously there's a lot going on. It's extremely sad. It's I feel for everyone involved. I feel for his family. I feel for his kids. It's an awful situation.
Volkanovski responded with respect but zero fear, calling Lopes dangerous, strong, and unpredictable. He said fans should expect the same wild Lopes, but with tweaks meant to punish impatience. Volk made it clear he's not rushing anything, he's hunting moments. That calm confidence is what's made him champion. He also emphasized that it is particularly challenging to comprehend the scenario when children are involved.
You know, these things can play out in many different ways, and you know, you're on the outside and then you're on the inside, and everything changes in an instant. So just a very unfortunate situation for someone who, you know, was on this meteoric rise, and will hopefully for him, if everything works out in his favor, be able to continue that rise. But obviously this is a huge obstacle on a personal level that he's going to have to overcome, and wish everyone involved the best, and hopefully it can be resolved sooner rather than later. And as he said, you know, when there's children involved, it's just a very, very ugly thing, and a very tough thing to
Volkanovski revealed he never truly stopped training, even during breaks, because he knew this fight was coming. He balanced rest with discipline, staying sharp while others guessed and speculated. That mindset separates legends from contenders, and it explains why he's aging without slowing down, because experience fierce fight for the featherweight belt. Giving his insights, he even reflected on life, feeling like multiple different lives stitched together, from football to MMA to family. Now family is everything, and the rest feels like distant chapters. That perspective keeps him grounded when pressure hits hardest. and it's why age doesn't scare him at all, because preparation beats youth when done right, and Volkanovski
A lot in this fight. Now it's like it's serious. No, it's like I learn a lot because like when I fight Volk, it's my first time fighting 5 rounds, in main event, fight for the belt. I don't have a lot of experience with this. Like I know I make a lot of interviews. No, I'm okay. I'm no pressure. I'm okay. Of course, this is my job. No, I need to put a great image in front of the cameras. No, but of course I'm so nervous. Of course I'm so a lot of pressure because like I don't want to.
He added that going through. In the end, Ilia Topuria's career is drowning in legal smoke and personal fire that could reshape everything. Serious accusations, money disputes, and public judgment now hover over every future move he makes. The MMA world is watching closely, hoping he focused on making more intelligent modifications.
Talking a lot because now I see many things different too. No, I see many things different too. I see Volk is like he's so smart for adaptation round by round. I know now I need adaptation round by round too. But my goal is like finish the fight. You know, I not look only for this. I remember the fish fight. I mean, I know I have a ball in my hand. I knock him out. No, I only looking for the knockout. I forget my game plan. I forget many things.
On the other hand, Volkanovski said that
we knew exactly what we were going to get with Diego Lopez. You know, he's very tough. He's a dangerous opponent, and he's going to bring that, you know, that style every single time. I don't think much is going to change on his end, but I feel like you know, we had a good game plan in that first one, but he will be prepared for that. So we're going to have to mix it up a little bit now. But at the same time, you know, I'm expecting that same dangerous Lopez, which is good for the fans, I guess. You know, everyone knows it's going to be an exciting fight because he is going to bring it. But at the same time, you know, I'm expecting to go out there and really, you know, set a statement.
Alexander explained that he had been
Yeah. So I've been in camp for a little bit now. You know, we're just I knew the fight was, you know, probably happening. We knew that it was most likely going to be in Sydney. So even though I did that little holiday / camp, that's why I made sure I was training well.
You're relaxing and keeping up on top of it in case this all came off, because this is what everyone was guessing.
Exactly.
Everyone knew.
new training settings and partners by combining planned sessions with flexibility.
If I can bring the family as well, sometimes it's early, say if we're hoping to fight early next year, so it's like early in camp. Whenever it's early in camp, I like to come here when it's early in camp. So you can train hard, train hard, go over some things. There's still a lot of structure, but not too crazy. Like the schedule's not as crazy as it would be in camp or so structured. But we still have it structured, but I can sort of, a good way to ease in, because it's exciting, new bodies, you know, a different gym and all that. So like, yeah, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
By a variety of experiences.
I love that, man. Like, it's weird. It's all just like a different life. It's crazy. When you sit there, you go, hey, you're right. You're like, yeah, weird. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like that happened, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. I know, it just seems like you go through life and then you've lived like 4 different lives through your whole life. With like the football, it seems like a different life, right? Growing up that and getting into MMA, the Thailand sort of stuff. Then obviously the family sort of stuff. All I remember is just family stuff.
Can hold back his ambitions.
I mean, it's just the training. You know, the competing is fun. You know, it's just being prepared. Like as everyone knows, I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't prepare the way I do. So a lot of hard work gets into it. You know, it's very tough mentally and physically. So just that, you know, just making sure you're getting yourself ready for what could happen in there. But at the same time, knowing that I ain't, you know, I'm not, I'm not 28 years old anymore. So, you know, just be calculated with how you approach the training. You want to be as fit as you always are, but you don't want to, you know, run yourself in the ground too hard. And then, you know, you want to make sure you get to the fight as well.